So, let's talk about my favorite online game. And no, this is not a joke, this is not sarcasm. This is, unironically, my full on favorite online game. And in my opinion, this game is fucking awesome. Centuries, Ages of Ashes. If you know, you know. I mean, from what I know, this game is underrated. It's a free-to-play online multiplayer dragon battle game, and that is more than accurate. I mean, they do have a story included as well through seasons like Call of Duty Warzone or I think Fortnite. Does Fortnite have a story? I actually don't know. Anyhow, I won't be including it in this review simply because A, it's a shit ton to read, and it will be a whole different video to just break all of that down and sum it up. I actually may do that. So yeah, it's dumb logic, but who gives two shits? Plus, when people review Warzone, they literally don't care about the story. So let's get into it. Centuries Ages of Ashes has been developed by Playing Burdogs since 2017. Pascal Barrett, the art director, and Emmanuel Noel, creative director of the game, came up with the idea in 2014. Their goal was to create an aerial dragon fighting game with a competitive aspect. They started working on the game on the Unreal Engine 3 with a small team and resources, before being approached by Playwing in 2017. The game has since shifted to a development on the Unreal Engine 4. And in my opinion, their plan fully succeeded. Centuries Ages of Ashes was announced during the 2020 Game Awards ceremony. The game was originally scheduled to release via early access in February 2021, but was delayed to April 2021. After their second closed beta, the developers decided to postpone the release of the game following the beta feedback, which I think is fucking awesome that they did that. A trailer for the game was featured during the 2021 Gamescom, announcing the release date of December 2, 2021, and introducing the addition of baby dragons as well as a new game mode. I sadly did not find out what game mode that was, but Jesus fuck, the introduction of baby dragons is just so fucking amazing. I mean, I literally spent money on 2x just so I could see those shitters again, simply because they're so much fun to just hatch and grow up with the challenges they provide. Now let's actually talk about the game modes, which there are multiple of. First of all, there's Carnage, and it is the typical TDM. Unlimited lives, 5 to 10 second respawn, you know the drill. But fucking hell, it's fun. I'd rank it a 7 out of 10. It is carnage and amazingly chaotic, but chaotic in a good way, simply because I really don't know how to put this, but if you fly around chasing someone and you finally take them out, a few seconds later you get the notification of "Player is now hunting you," and that's just actually quite fun. Thinking about, okay, now I'm being chased, how do I escape, how do I counter, and it's so fun in my opinion. The next one is Spoils of War, where you collect gold and hoard it back at spawn, and in my opinion it's a very very fun game mode. And there are more gimmicks like carriers carrying more gold, or keys to unlock your treasury, or a bomb to blow the others' pile and steal their gold. And it's fun as fuck. 8 out of 10 easily. Also with TDM there are also a few gimmicks like Dragon Spear or Berserker, but yet again I don't really think they're that fun. And then there's Gates of Hell, which is a CTF, and I hate CTF with the game's movements. I mean, CTFs are fun, like if you give me a CTF in Modern Warfare or Cold War, I will play the fucking hell out of it because it's just so fucking fun to me. But here with the game's movements you have to be playing perfectly, especially because Gates of Hell is only in ranked mode. And ranked isn't that much fun when you have no one to play with in a group with voice chat. So sorry, but it's a 4 out of 10 for me. There are 4 classes. Let's get to them. The classes are Windguard, Phantom, Marauder, and Stormracer. Yeah, let's be honest, one sounds way cooler than the other 3. Yeah. And one has to be bought. So let's dig in like you would with a meal, with the, in my opinion, coolest sounding and the one you have to buy, with either jewels you earn through gameplay or real money. Stormracer. Stormracers, both spiritual guides and guardians of the Valkyrian range. They uphold traditions dating back several ages. Despite them slowly fading away in numbers, their mastery of Storm grants them the strength of hundreds. They can change the way the game... They can change the way the game goes if the player is only decent with them. Yeah, it's crazy, seriously. I mean, I bought a Stormracer class to try it out, and I want to give it back. Simply because, I mean, it's not a bad class to play if you play like the latest event. I mean, this was written when the gate thing event was still there. I mean, I'm recording this on the 25th of January. Yeah. Anyhow, they ride stone snouts that I personally would call very healthy in eating habits. Yeah. The game website, however, describes them as dragons with such burly physique they could crush an adventurous skull in a single blow. Do not believe unattained. The class offers some other features too, like chain lightning. Stormracer throws his axe, blocking opponent's stamina and damaging nearby opponents, as well as frost bolts or blinding wave as specials. I mean, I would choose blinding wave. It's also a AoE type thing, if I am allowed to be honest. But fuck, it was good in that event. I mean, you could get 10 kills at once with blinding wave and chain lightning. But I don't really see it that good in normal combat. Simply because you rarely ever have more than 2 enemies in front of you. That's something that rarely happens. I recently got it and I don't very much like it. I mean, it can be fun, but coming from my favorite class that was very fast, nimble and rather sneaky actually, to this rather slow, burly, heavy class that, while having a lot of HP, is slow and overall generally fucking tanky as well as high damage output. Yeah, I don't really like it. I mean, give me a class that's fast and has high HP. Jesus fuck, I'd be overpowered. But give me a class like Stormrazor and let people play it for like 4 hours a day. Jesus fuck, you will have them wreck servers. Oh well, there aren't servers, but them wreck games. Like one Stormrazor in your opponent's team while you have none can literally mean you lose. I mean, I still try my fucking hardest, but I have so many Stormrazors in the opponent's team as of late. It's just hacking crazy, and I often lose. Next up, to my least favorite out of the three that you can always play, Skaldian Windguard. They were trained to protect the biggest kingdom in the continent. The backbone of the Skald army, the Windguard, an order of knight protectors, using their mounts to defend their allies at all costs. They ride iron wings. It is said that seeing these dragons in nature brings good fortune. They rescue the brave in the darkest of hours. Jesus fuck, could I please be able to read my script? My god. Anyhow, their special is Salvation Surge. You dash towards an ally and give them temporary shield. You also heal them for a short amount of time and reduce their fireball cooldown. They choose between Smoke Trail or Blast as an ability. I mean, they're nice and really fucking OP when you know how to use them, which I don't, but Jesus fuck. Being able to place poison gas right behind you, basically covering, or well, technically being able to cover launchpad entrances, or just whole areas of the battlefield. It's crazy, especially when you can also fly around. It's always deadly, especially when you fly through an entrance and there's suddenly poison gas. And your allies do not get damaged when you fly through it. So yeah, keep that in mind when you play this class. Second to last and easiest to play, Sword Marauder. They are free of any fealty to all kingdoms or homelands. Marauders are known as skilled poachers as well as ruthless bounty hunters, using their mount's ability to track any living being under all circumstances. They relentlessly hunt their prey without the thought of giving up. They ride blood chases. They are the ultimate alpha predator, capable of smelling the scent of blood from the top of the mountains where it resides. Special: Hunter's Mark. Send a tracking fireball to a locked enemy. Attacks against enemies tracked take more damage. Do more damage. Weird formulation, weird way to put it. The abilities are Gust or Frost Bolts. Personally, I would use Frost Bolts, just gives you more firing ability, more fireballs, yeah. And skillless players, which sounds rude to say, are best playing them, but it takes an amazing player to elevate them to perfection. And I'm not an amazing player. Now, to my favorite, Nerder Phantom. They hail from the east. Phantoms are said to be the sole heirs of the first Dragoneer orders. They ride mysterious spiked beasts, able to escape or cause death at any time, thanks to their ability to cloak within the skies. They ride night snaggers, stealthy and terrifying creatures. Those spared by them eternally fall into madness. Jesus fuck. I now get why I like them so much. I'm still in my goddamn edgy phase. Kill me. Actually, please don't. That was a joke. I know you shouldn't joke about these things. Sorry. Their power is mystical shroud. They cloak themselves for a short duration. If they attack, the effect ceases. Phantoms use mines or blast in battle. I personally prefer mines, simply because you can place them in entrances to caves or exits of caves, and the enemy has no way of getting, or well, barely any way to get around the two mines you just placed there, and then they just blow up. So yeah, I really enjoy how you play them. A level of skill, somehow sneakiness and cunning is required to play, plus a more strategic way of fighting, and with the game I'm always thinking, okay, what can I do to help my team the most? And now, if I could, I would show you a game of it, but I don't have a capture card, and I'm too lazy to get one right now. Wait, the PS4 actually has recording integrated. So you ended up lucky this time. And here you go, 2 games, 1 each, one's Carnage, one's the gold thing, I forgot what it's called again. Me dumb. Spoils of War, but yeah, hope you enjoy. I'll try to make it a bit of a best of. I mean, not a copy, but a voiceover, not a best of, but a voiceover. The game is starting now, everyone chose their character, it's loading in now, everyone's still slightly choosing their abilities. I of course went with my Marauder Phantom with mines, simply because I enjoy them a lot, and we have a Storm Racer on our team, which is always a good sign, but as you see down there, there's also some of the Storm Racer logo, meaning they could also have one. So yeah. Now we just wait for the game to start, and yeah, I really hope you will enjoy it. I mean, it's only gonna be this Spoils of War thing, because Jesus fuck, otherwise this will be 1 hour long, if I include both. So yeah, it's only gonna be Spoils of War with this comment. Now the game starts, we see the enemy team, no Storm Racer, meaning we already have a slight advantage. I start and fly off and immediately survey the area. I scan, okay, here's a dragon that I can take the gold off of and immediately fire 2 fireballs at him. Here too, and in the bottom right hand corner you can see my gold, just above my lives. Then those blue things down in the middle are the stamina, and in the bottom right from the left you have mines, the cloaking, fireballs, fire breath, and a sprint. On the very far top of the screen in the middle you see the time, that's slowly ticking down. Right below you see how the game's going. And then right on the right you have the kill feed, and then down there you have messages. I mean, now I'm just trying to get as much gold as I can, and here I cloak myself because I thought an enemy was chasing me and it's an easy way to escape. Here I nicely maneuver in and secure us 109 gold. Then I look around for more gold, see, oh, there are enemies, better be careful, and big carriers have arrived, so certain carriers now carry more gold, and when you take them out they give you more gold. That makes sense. And now we see that this player has 220 and 72 gold, I can talk. So that's just when someone has a lot of gold, more than everyone else. It just says that to the enemy team so they know who to hunt. I mean, he was able to save his gold, and damn, we are genuinely losing here by not much, but still by quite a bit. And now I deposit gold again and we are winning, and someone else did. And as you can tell, I'm not censoring the player names here simply because it would be impossible to, because every time you see an enemy right there, I basically just have to blur the whole screen, which is impossible. And every time I have a bit more than 100 gold or have 100, I go back and have it saved. And now I go rush to get the bomb so I can blow the others. Pile and save. I have it. And as you can tell, now my goal is to just not die, which is really fucking hard, while going to enemy lines, literally towards enemy spawn. Here I try to get some safety via just getting the shield, which gives you a bit more health, because I was about to die, as you can see in the bottom left corner. You see, I killed someone, now another one of the enemy got it, and as you can tell, we hunt them. Now one of us has it, so now we rush to the enemy team, trying to just purely cover them. Here I managed it, and I died for the first time in this game. I mean, it's not that bad. And now, as you can tell, we have to wait a bit to revive. And I immediately press X to join in again. Oh, so close, come on. I mean, here I just tried to get that breaker. Got it, blew it up. And obviously I die here. Or I think I die? No, I actually managed to escape, damn. And I cloak myself so I can escape quicker and further without them knowing where I am. Because when you cloak, you're invisible to the enemies. Now, we won by quite a bit, Jesus. Round 1, Storm Legion won the first round. It's a best of 3. Now let's go into round 2. Although what I do have to say is, I think in this game mode, or in this game, one player of the enemy team just didn't join in or just left the game halfway through, which is a giant hindrance in any game mode. So that could have been why we wrecked so hard. And here I basically go with the same strategy, although at the start I hunted the player, which is also a viable tactic if they possess gold. What you should do with these maps is keep in mind where the carriers fly. I mean, here I try to get as much gold as I can, and the best attack, in my opinion, still is the fire breath, simply because Jesus fuck, it's broken. And every attack is auto aimed, as you see, simply because if it wasn't, it'd be off. I'm sorry. I don't know why I sneezed. And now you see another thing, the key that I talked about. Both yours and the enemy team's treasuries are locked, and you have to get the key to open up your own pile again, so you can fly into it. Here I just chased after Timmy, managed to, and immediately tried to escape. No, I actually have the key. I didn't realize that right now. But I have the key, and now I'm just trying to get back. And here I dots right against the wall, simply because I did not realize I lost the key. Now they're not locked anymore, but I still have to escape. As you can see right below my stamina, I am being chased. Which is nice, the game tells you this. Although it's quite easy to miss when you're in heat of trying to fly around. I mean, the second round did not go as well for my skill level, Damn, I almost secured 200 gold for us right there. And now you see another thing, another gimmick, it's the jewel. It automatically gives you 300 gold, which is quite a lot in my opinion. I mean, you tend to forget about it, and then it's just like, oh yeah, jewel. And at the end of the game, and since it changes so much, and until the last second the jewel can be changed and switched between players. So Jesus fuck. As you can tell, it's changing possessions quite a lot, so not commenting on that. But until the last second of the game, it can switch teams. And I've had it to where I was like, oh yeah, no one has the jewel, it's just laying around somewhere, or in the last like 30 seconds of the game, I saw like, oh shit, the enemies have it, and in the last few seconds I see them, oh, they lost it, then literally in like one of the last milliseconds they get it again, and boom, you lost, simply because of the plus 300 gold loss you just have. Here now, right now, I have the jewel, which gives you a pretty big target on the back, especially with the Phantom, because you are unable to use your mythical shroud. Here I just try to escape my chaser, try to go up, activate my rage, because that just means I don't take damage. I mean, here we barely won, the enemy got the jewel in the end, but we won, meaning we overall won the game 2-0, and we're happy. And now it just takes a while to load, and we won. And I apparently was the best of the game, which I am excited for. Now, something I have to say is that my boyfriend who told me about the game said the matchmaking has its nicks. But I never had issues until recently when I bought Storm Chaser. But yet again, they could just be me just becoming shit because it didn't play for a while when I got it. So yeah, might just be me. And then again, I never had issues before, and even when I lost, I had a shit ton of fun. Which I can't say about other games, because when I lost for like Modern Warfare or Warzone, etc., I was like, why did I lose? But now it's just like, oh my god, that was fun, I don't care that I lost. Which is a way better way to play games. And yet again, I've come to see them more as a relaxing thing. But that's also something I had to learn the hard way. But then again, I rage in Bloodborne. Anyhow, I mostly just play unranked, which might also contribute to the problem. So yeah, I just as I said, mostly want to have fun when I play games, and I play casually because I just want to have fun, as I just said. So yeah, that's basically all I have for today. Overall, I'd give the game probably a 9 out of 10. The classes, the playstyles, and everything overall, even the baby dragons, secured a full-on 9 out of 10. And to me, there is no such thing as a perfect game. No, not even Cyberpunk, even though I think it's fucking amazing. Even that's a 9 out of 10 for me. And yeah, not even Smash Bros, where I literally sweat into it a lot. No, there is no perfect game. So yeah, 9 out of 10, even though it's my fucking favorite online game. Anyhow, that's all I've got for today. Follow me on Hive, Insta and Twitter for, well, Hive and Twitter for updates and Insta for random pictures. Oh yeah, and on TikTok, which isn't on screen, which is linked in the description, for editing updates. So you know when I'm editing. Yeah. And maybe a few editing tutorials. And sub to my channel if you like my content. Like if you liked it, obviously. And if you don't, give it a thumbs down and tell me what you didn't like. Maybe I'll change it, if I can. I listen to a critique and actually read comments. And until then, I hope to see you in the next video. Sayonara and ciao, kuro.